Hey there guys, Robert here, and welcome to episode 2 of season 2 of RobGioMegacollabs. For this episode, we're going to be ranking Orbital's self-titled second album, otherwise known as Orbital 2 or the Brown Album. We're going to call it the Brown Album because, again, that's a way cooler title. So the Brown Album is an album that really retained the same overall techno sound as their previous album. But what makes this album significantly better than their previous album is, how refined the sound has gotten. And on top of that, the standouts on this album are much, much bigger than the standouts on the Green Album, and that should be really saying something. I should also mention that this album is my 4th favorite album of all time, which means it is one of only 5 albums I've ever heard in my entire life that I would give a 10 out of 10 to. So this album is for sure in masterpiece territory. And this is the album that I think about the most when I think about Orbital. So we have 7 people who joined this episode, and those people are Johnny, Waffles, Miguel Sanchez, Cams, The Curvis Ground Fan 2021, Searman, and Retro Galaxy. So once again, we have a great roster of people here with us today, as always. And this is also a very special episode because Waffles has joined this series as a newcomer. So let's give a warm welcome to Waffles, ladies and gentlemen. And now we're gonna get the disclaimers out of the way. Before we jump straight to the ranking, I just want to let you all know that these rankings are based on our personal enjoyment and nostalgia and all that kind of stuff. But most importantly, this ranking is based on our personal opinions. So our rankings might be different from yours. If you would like to let me know how you would rank the album, or if you would just like to let me know what you think about this album in general, just feel free to leave it down in the comments section below. And I got no other fancy talk left for me to say. Now without any further ado, it's the Brown Album, ranked from worst to best, as ranked by more than one person. Enjoy.
Input translation. Input translation. Input translation.
Number 10, Input Out.
Input translation. 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 Input translation.
Number 9, Time Becomes.
Where time becomes a loop. 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 Where time becomes a loop.
Number 8, Monday. Number 7, Walk Now. The first song tied for the number 5 spot is Lush 3-2. The second song tied for the number 5 spot is Remind. Number 4, Planet of the Shapes. Number 3, Impact, The Earth is Burning. Number 2, Lush 3-1. And finally, at number 1, Halcyon On On. So yeah, that was the ranking proper, and thank you to everyone who submitted to this episode. It is greatly appreciated. And now, time for my final thoughts on the Brown album. This is just a masterpiece in every single sense of the word. Like, every single idea that this album explores is just ingenious to me. And again, the standouts on here are much bigger than the standouts on the Green album. I am very unsurprised to see Halcyon on #1. Like, that #1 was just well-deserved. Just, that track is just euphoric as fuck. And you know that this is especially an excellent album for me when even my least favorite of all the full tracks on here, Remind, is still a great track. Like, you know, all of the tracks on here, except for maybe like the intro and outro, they are just excellent. There are definitely a million reasons why this album is in my top 5 favorite albums of all time. And I'm especially proud to call this one my favorite Orbital album of all time. I would also like to mention that if I can think of any minor con for this album, it's that Input Out should have never been the ending. I think Input Out just really killed Halcyon's mood, but I kind of ignore that most of the time because this album is just still excellent. And yep, let's see what some of you have to say. There is a section in the forum where you can let me know what your opinion on the album is. If you do fill out that section, then your opinion will be in the next episode segment. That section is also completely optional, so you really don't have to fill out that very last section, but filling out that section is always appreciated. So yeah, that's gonna do it for Season 2, Episode 2 of RobGioMegacollabs. The next episode will be on Orbital's 3rd album, Snivelization. The link to the forum for Snivelization will be in the description down below and also in the pinned comments. And the forum will be closing on Sunday, September 26th, 2021 at 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how many people submit to this because, you know, this is really one of my favorite albums from them ever, so if you guys do submit to that forum, that'd be much appreciated as well. So yeah, we've made it to the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a like, share it with one of your friends if you want to, and leave a comment down below. And as always, don't forget to subscribe as we're on the road to 7,000 subscribers. That's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, guys.